Hello and welcome to Crafty Learns Spanish. Today we're going to look at something called possessive adjectives. We're on that theme of agreement and gender, so it's natural to look at things that involve all this, and this is one that does. So for example, possessive adjectives in English, things like, as you can see, my, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. Okay, in Spanish you have both singular for single nouns and plural for plural nouns, of course. So you have to learn two things, unfortunately, and in some of them they have to agree, as you see in our and your, you have to agree with what the noun is. So you've only got two really to learn. It's not so bad, these ones. There's some other ones which are a bit dodgy, which I find difficult, but we'll look at them maybe next time, and once you get these under things. So basically you have to learn these, and you have to apply the rule of agreement and also the rule of the plural, as in two things. So for example, we'll take car as an example, which car is if you remember, el coche. Okay, so for example, my car would be what? Try and get that. Mi coche. Okay, your car, tu coche. Now this next one, his, her, and its, it gets a bit confusing, because sometimes you say su coche and you don't know who you're talking about. For example, let's think. Su coche, for example, is, and we'll say is red, rojo, as in rojo. Rojo, that's red. Su coche is rojo. Now it's obviously because el coche is rojo. Okay, but when we have a problem here when it comes to this, so really, how do we define it? How do we say it? How do we tell apart whether it's his, hers? Usually by context. For example, if you want to say, let's put this to the side. For example, let's say Jose has a new car. Now, you should be able, apart from the word new, you should be able to, new is nuevo. Okay, but apart from that, you should be able to do this. Jose tiene un coche nuevo. Okay, but when we use there's a little side thing here. When you use have, is tener in Spanish, tener, and it's one of those irregular verbs. Yeah, it's the Austin power verb. Yeah, baby, and it's third person. Tiene. Jose tiene. Just sometimes they just don't put this. Okay, so really, Jose tiene coche nuevo. But for it doesn't matter if you say it, I think, because tiene un coche nuevo is fine. Alright? And then you would say his car is red, for example. Su coche es rojo. And in that circumstance, you know you're talking about Jose. But imagine Jose has a new car So has I don't know a Spanish name. What's the Spanish name? Maria. So has Maria. So here is also can be also Maria, which in Spanish is también. So I'll just write that there, también. También. También, not también. 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 Okay, that means also and, or like también and me, también yo, and me, also me. It's not and as in and this and that. It's as in a plus, also. Okay, so this would be Jose tiene un coche nuevo, también tiene María. Okay, también María tiene. The order doesn't really matter. Okay, but now you say, oh, su coche es rojo, and you say his car is red, and what you only go, oh, well, who? So su coche, and see, so sometimes they put this thing, de él, su coche, de él, of him, of he, is rojo. And you can put that, I think you can put that anywhere. Su coche de él, or su coche es rojo de él. I don't think the word order matters, but what matters is if you want to clear it up, we're going to put in here, you can say de él, okay, or de ella. Okay, and it's the same if we copy that there to there. Okay, and so we'll just get rid of this. So it has to agree, and if there is a doubt or a thingy, you just say of him or of her. His, of her. It's it sounds strange, but it's not. You get used to this one very quickly because it's actually the context. For example, su coche de él es rojo, or su coche es rojo de él, and it makes it all that much easier. But only you have very rare circumstances where you need to use it. I don't use it a lot. I haven't had to, because usually the context always brings it up. Okay. Now, for example, if we say we have a new car. Okay, so what that would be, try to practice it. Think of tener, and it's the third person plural is not changed, so it's tenemos, we have, tenemos un coche nuevo. Now remember the new, because it's an adjective, it goes after un coche nuevo. Okay, un coche nuevo. Okay, now we would say nuestro coche es rojo. Nuestro coche es rojo. Our car is red. So it has to agree, the O, because it's masculine, with the noun. Okay. For example, if we say we have a new bed, and bed is cama, alright, and they would say la cama. Okay. So if I change this to cama, to bed, and we're not going to have a red bed. I think that sounds stupid. White is blanco, as in blank, nothing, blank. And we have to change this. Nuestra cama is blanco. Okay, so you have to agree with that. Now it's the same with the your, as in the your, you all, you more than one. When we're talking, say a teacher talking to a class, he's going to say you, but not a particular thing. You, as in all of you. You can say that, and that follows the same rules. Okay. Oh, sorry, I got that wrong there. Now, there also is, that's the other thing with su, but also the context is the king. Yeah, context is always king. And this is why you have to actually read and listen to, which is something I wanted to talk about. I'm going to try and find something for you after we finish this. And what you do is to distinguish between these is the context. So if we say they have, not have a, if they have a new bed, they're going to say su cama. Right, now we can do this, but instead of el, ellos, instead of ella, ellas. Okay. And we do that with that one as well. Okay. So really this is maybe if you're talking, you're not going to use this. Let's see, if you say ellos, which is well, how would you say they have a new bed? Practice it. It's tener. You should be able to know that. It's a year verb, so that the last one is going to be irregular. Tienen una cama. Tienen una cama nueva. Now cama nueva, because it's a. We're agreeing. Tiene una cama nueva. Vale. Su cama is blanca. I should be. Su cama is blanca. No, it's blanco. It's blanca. I have to find out. It's blanco. I'm gonna find out about the colors. I've never been sure about colors, but we'll come in if they need to, because some negra, if it's negra, because I don't know about that. And that's, yes, I don't know things. I have to learn things myself. What a shock. They have a new bed, and su cama is blanco. Okay. They have new beds. Okay, and then you would change sus camas, and this one would change because it's R, so it's son. Oh no, son. No, we're not talking Portuguese here. Son blancos. Okay, sus camas son blancos. Blancas. I'm very unsure about that. I have to look it up, and if I find out, I'll add a little extra. So you have to agree. If it's plural, okay, this is plural, so this has to be plural, and this has to be plural, and then this has to be plural. So the agreement always comes. I know it's a bit difficult, but when the agreement is there, everything is perfect. Everything is an agreement. Everything is lovely. You know, you never have problems, or tus problemas as we would say, your problems, tus problemas, not tu problema, tus problemas. So this is basically how it functions. It's not too bad, but you have to connect it to all the other things we've been doing about the gender and everything and the agreement, and you just have to learn them. So this is why I leave this chart up here. I know it's a bit of a boring one because it's just learning this, but it's you're going to need it because you use these a lot, okay, as we do in English. And in Spanish there's just as much as us, because they, instead of saying his the name, you just say su or tú or mi, nuestra, and nuestra vidas, our lives, and all of this comes together. So I'm gonna put probably the next few videos are gonna be such a thing. The other thing I wanted to talk about, just while we're here, is let me get up my web browser. I'm going to look for a certain thing, and it's called cadena ser. Now I'm just wondering if you can look at it online or not. Let's have a listen, see if we can listen online, because what I'm trying to get you to do, I want you to do, yes you can. So for example, let's see.
José Antonio Martín Pallín, magistrado emérito del Tribunal Supremo, nuestro experto en estos temas. Buenos días, José Antonio.
Hola, buenos días, Pepa.
¿Qué te ha parecido este auto de la jueza? Esta argumentación para...
You can listen to radios online. This is very good because it says hablar por hablar, and that means speaking for the sake of speaking. Now, I tell you about this because this is what helped me a lot by just listening. I didn't understand a word, but if you listen and listen and listen without understanding, it doesn't matter about understanding, you start to separate words, because what happens is when you're listening, and maybe we'll put that on again, if you can hear it. Ooh, let's see. Is it going to play? Or we're in the wrong place again. Play.
José Antonio Martín Pallín, magistrado emérito del Tribunal Supremo, nuestro experto en estos
Sounds
temas.
like everything is going when you first listen to it.
¿Qué te ha parecido este auto de la jueza? Esta argumentación para imputar, entre otros, a la
It just sounds like all one mess when you begin. But what happens is, as you go along learning words, and I recommend when you learn words that you say them aloud, not just in your head, but out aloud. That's why we did at the start we did the sounds of Spanish, these things, the consonants, the diphthongs, and all that, pronunciation, stress. We did that little practice thing. Is that when you learn new words, and when you go to a website like this, you're going to see lots of new words. Oh my god. And so the next website I'm going to look at is called SpanishDict.com, which is very good. So you would go to a word and you say, well, ejército, what's that? And you would type it in, ejército, and it's got it there. Oh, it's the army. And hopefully...
Ejército.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Oh. I hate ads. Anyway, I'm getting off here because they've got ads on. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry about that. Only in real life. So you can say words, and this is about daily life and things like that. And there's a lot of things, but it's a lot of good shows. And you're not going to understand much, obviously, but that's not the point. It's they say it's easier to learn a language when you're in the actual country. Well, the only difference of being in an actual country is that you're hearing it, and you're seeing some words, right? Now, with the invention of the internet, that really makes that pretty obsolete. The only other thing that you cannot do is really converse. But when you learn to understand, conversing is not so bad, you know. I mean, some people in English just say yes and no. I mean, I've met some people who just wouldn't, you know, they're getting blood out of a stone. And so it's difficult for this. But when you see a website like this, you see lots of words. You might recognize some words. You might not, you know. You see, oh, look, where was that? Se presentará. Well, present is a word that's English, you know. Rector or university, universidad. You see, so you have, and look, it's got an English word, sprint, you know. So you see what they use from English. It's very good for doing it. And I recommend you begin to listen. You know, they have different, they've got podcasts here. I haven't even looked at this one. You can look at the talk about bulls, my god. Different things. So you can see the different podcasts if you want. You can have them indirect. Indirect. Oh, there's a bit of Spanglish for you.
Ana Morelos, buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Así que abrimos la llamada de la historia y ya sin más preámbulos, que se pone la gente muy nerviosa.
So you've got it there, and it's all in the thingy. I'm sorry about all the adverts, but adverts are a fact of life now, and we do this. Okay, so my advice: take it if you want, don't. But trust me, it'll save you a lot of time and a lot of pain. Although it is painful at the beginning because you don't understand anything, but you're just trying to listen to the sound. Oh look, bechamel. I know that, bechamel sauce. Ah, you see. Oh, look, homophobia, homophobia. See, some words seem the same. Una Harley, una Vespa. So there's two. You know, you start to see words and you realize what they are. See, I didn't know they used Vespa. So Harley, you know, persecución. Okay, you see. Well, I'm not going to tell you what that is. Oh, look, Master Chef. So lots of different words, lots of different things. I recommend you do it. At least, I don't know, start off with 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes. I used to just leave it until I fell asleep, and that helped me. I think those, you know, you fall asleep and it just stays in your brain. So there you go. I'm going to shut up now because I've been talking too much. So as for this, where are we? Just learn these bit by bit, me too, and remember the plurals. Okay. After a while, we're going to put it all together again, because we've been doing a lot of grammar. I know that, but you have to get the grammar out of the way. You have to get the rules known, and then you're going to be able to talk a bit more, and we'll do more like that. So I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.